So, welcome to our channel Sanjiv070. In this video, we have a very special guest, and this is one of the most awaited video in our channel. Basically, people are pinging me in different social mediums that they want to interact with a real-time ML intern or real-time aspirant of data science, and who has succeeded in cracking the interviews, a couple of interviews from a Tier 3 college. And especially, he is a very kind person who after a long patience, I have called him and he has given the appointment, and we have been taking the session in this video. So we have a chief guest called Arjya Basu. So he is available from Kolkata. So he's one
Thank you,
of
Sanjiv.
my friend. So Arjya Basu, how are you feeling here in our channel?
I'm feeling great. I'm really feeling great that you have
Okay,
invited me to your channel, and I have
okay,
the chance to talk to you and to also to hundreds of people who will see this video. And thank you
okay.
so much. Thank you so much
Yeah.
from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, it's very keen pleasure to have you again. So Arjya Basu, for those people who don't know, Arjya Basu has been currently pursuing his final year in engineering, and he has worked in a couple of companies as ML intern, so he has better knowledge about MLDL. So we will explore his knowledge and carry forward the path in this video. So without wasting time, Arjya Basu, so how do you feel? Like you regularly watch our channel, any videos you have watched in our channel previously?
Yes. I have watched. I have watched. I really like your content. The
Okay,
work that you are doing that, bringing people from all kinds of domains, asking them questions, making a guideline to the younger generations that they can find this path easy. That's a great work, I will say. It is really. It takes time. It takes hard work, and you
yeah.
are doing that. I really wish all the good luck to your channel as well as all success to you.
Okay, I think we are also younger. Okay, so in this session, as everybody knows in our channel, we have a four main round. The first round would be definitely a direct neck to neck interaction with Arjya Basu. So Arjya Basu, can you please introduce yourself with a couple of things that you have done currently doing the projects?
Okay, currently I am doing a project on video classification.
Okay,
I have been given a data set with two or three classes. Like for example, I am saying walking, like running, jumping. So I have exactly not these type of classes, but I cannot tell you openly. This is a confidential part. So
okay.
I have been
I just want you to tell about the role that you have followed in the organization, especially the. I don't want you to tell the project, but at least can you elaborate in a way that it can be in the form of problem statement for our viewers?
okay. So the problem statement that was given to me, like there's a company which we are currently working with.
Okay,
The company has a work of manufacturing cameras and giving AI solutions to their customers. Now the thing is that, for example, like you are right now sitting in your house, inside your house. So a person who tries to get into your house from outside. So in that case, you have to be right. You have to be aware of your surroundings, of your house, like that. Now, if I put a camera just outside your house or your door, and we have a watch over the all the walls and all the road part. So any person who tries to throw any stone or tries to just jump over the wall and come into your house. So in these type of circumstances, we try to click the picture, we try to predict, and as well as we try to mail to the house owner or the housekeeper, whoever he is. So we try to do that so that we get that you be aware that someone is trying to do any harm to your house. So this is the main problem statement. So how we do it is that we are a startup company. We are not a big MNC right now. So there is not much data available. This is a problem that when you work in a startup, in a startup, yes, they may give you responsibilities. They may give you good problem statements. They may offer you a time to take your time to work. But there's a problem is there is no data set, and because of that, we have to collect data sets from all kind of sources, and the problem is that we have to classify. We have to see first of all through the internet. We take frame by frame and see that whether the person is trying to do anything of classes, and then we prepare it and give.
yeah.
the
So,
results.
can you little elaborate like how far you are studying final year, right? So, how you cope up yourself, how you motivated yourself to learn data science from your own pace or from your own
Okay.
interest?
The motivation that came in me, that was 2 years back actually. 2 years back actually. See that, Sanjeev, we are students from third tier college. We don't have those accesses which access may get a student in IIT, NITs, triple ITs, those
Yeah,
colleges.
sure.
The placement unit in our colleges are not that so great. We don't have Google, Microsoft, TCS, Wipro, and all those big companies
All those
coming in
dream
our.
companies for us.
All we want to work there, we work hard, but we will never get those companies
Yeah,
because
sure, sure.
they know that they won't get that much of students from our colleges. So the motivation came from there, because whenever I tried to see our final year students, or I tried to talk with our the students of my batch, they always told that no, you will never get that. You will never get that opportunity to work in those companies. They are just the company that are told by our placement heads. They are just fake. You will never get that, and that's true. So the motivation was that I have to get out of this system. I cannot just simply sit over here for 4 years and then work in a sales team or a marketing team or a call center. I cannot do that. I have invested such a big amount in my life through
Yeah.
this engineering course. So that was the motivation. And after
Okay.
that, I searched the top 5 technologies that are currently in trend in right now and will grow in the coming upcoming years. And the first name that came up in my search list was machine learning.
Machine learning.
And after, yes,
Okay,
and
okay. Yeah,
after that, I decided to explore that, but I had no clue how to do that, because I so told you, nobody is going to help me. I
yeah,
knew
sure, sure.
no one. I knew no one. So I decided that I heard of a site which is called Udemy. I explored other sites as well, like Coursera and other sites, but the cost of there was a little expensive. I cannot invest 30, 25, 30,000 amount in those sites, in those courses.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody will give that amount to me. I
yeah,
cannot ask my father to give such a big amount to me.
yeah.
So I decided to explore Udemy. Udemy, I saw a good course which was called, right now still it is there in Udemy. The name of the course is Machine Learning A to Z. I decided to buy that course. It was nearly current 770 rupees or 700 rupees, something like that.
Okay.
Right now the price
So
of the
it
course was
costed
come.
less than 1K for you, right? For the communication.
Exactly, exactly. It cost around 700 rupees, and I bought that course. I decided to start the course, and from the day I decided to start the course, my life got better, because I learned so much. I
Okay,
learned
okay,
so much there. I
okay,
learned so much there. I really fell in love with this technology.
okay.
And after that, I decided to explore more and more. I decided to learn deep learning A to Z. And also there, for the first time, I saw that I was able to recognize a person, or recognize a animal, by the help of my computer, and also by not doing any hardcore coding. That really
Yeah,
fascinated me. I
okay,
really, yes, I did that. There was lots of projects in that courses, like
okay.
stock prediction. Stock prediction was a great course.
Yeah,
I of course I did not do all the prediction of the stocks in the world, but really it really helped me to understand what's going on behind. After that, I came to Krishna channel. Krishna channel was a like a boon for me. I can say a boon for me. Even I can
everyone
say
as an
that
aspirant over is there, him, bro. Actually, every
really,
data science
really,
aspirant want to learn from him. He's a very good
I
mentor for us.
I completed the main two playlists, that is machine learning A to Z, deep learning A to Z, and another I would like to mention that NLP playlist.
NLP,
And I
okay.
can assure you, Sanjeev, I can 100% assure you that if a person who goes this path, he watches all the videos from his machine learning, deep learning, and NLP, and he sits in an interview as a fresher, he cannot be rejected, because
Okay,
the maximum number of questions that normally the HR or the technical person asks, that cannot be outside that playlist. He has covered everything. I
A
have
to Z,
been rejected
everything is found in his playlist. You mean to say?
100%. I have been rejected in my life only once in an interview, and that time also I did not learn these things. After
Okay,
I
okay.
completed this playlist, there
Uh,
was no chance of getting rejected.
yes. So there is a note for viewers. Actually, Arjya Basu is again featured in Krishna XR channel. and he has taken an interview of his, and he is very proud now that everyone follows him and everyone has a dream like how to hard work from a tier 3 belonging to college, and they can also get succeed like Arjya Basu does. So he has worked over a couple of interns and worked couple of companies also, where he had cracked in interviews over the direct use case that particularly they target from for him as particular use case. So they don't go too much technical, but they want the people directly to jump into use case, but just after learning the algorithms or the efficiency that majorly prevails. So Arjya Basu, as you have shared your enough experience now, like your current project you have shared and some kind of how the motivation you got. So now our viewers want to know that it is what very it is I mean it was very difficult for you to cope up the college studies as well as your data science interest, or it was
Of
very
course.
interesting for you, and how you managed in that dimension,
It was difficult. I would say it was
as you
difficult.
were in
Yeah.
second year. So it was I think you started learning some kind of important core concepts in our computer
Yeah, yeah,
science
yeah, yeah,
engineering course.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're saying exactly true thing, and I want to confess in front of you and also to your viewers that yes, I have also bunked many of my classes in my college in order to study
Okay.
data science, in order to do some projects. So I have also done these things. I don't want to be a guru or something who has done
Can
everything
I
in a
mute this
proper.
line? Can I mute this line in editing?
No, 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 don't do this.
Okay,
It's
okay,
okay.
okay.
I want to tell the truth. But yes, I there was times when, like for assignments, because we are engineering students, we get a lot of assignments,
Definitely,
lot
we
of
know that in a better
yes,
way than
yes,
others.
we have lot of the exam, the days of the exams, those times we have to just leave all these things, or else you will get failed. So yes,
Sure, sure.
there was months where I could not prepare like that. But after these things just got by, and after that I also remotivated me and try to study all these things. But my ultimate my aim was to get into a company as a data scientist or a machine learning engineer, because other than that, I did not find uh, anything suitable for me. Yes, there was a web development. There was things like software development also. But to me, these technologies have been coming for years. People have been in these fields for years, and yes, there are people who are getting great salaries, great growth in their career. But I wanted to work in a technology which just rising right currently, which is rising currently, and will go up to greater heights in the upcoming years. As you know, Sanjeev, AI, ML, these technologies will just exponentially grow in the upcoming
Yeah,
years.
these are the future trends. Actually, there is a
Sure,
Gartner's data also, right, which is predicted that by 2025, 50% of the product manager roles are directly controlled by the chatbots. And
exactly,
again, the companies would be definitely rushing towards AI ML. That's why there is a
exactly,
sudden boom over the past 2 years, as you already mentioned, regarding the
exactly,
field of AI.
exactly.
There
I
is a
have
many
also
startup also ecosystem. If you really look along with the case study, there is a couple of startups which have been started over the past 2 years, and they have gone exponentially, and they are doing they are doing exceptionally good in their job. People are preferred to join in this domain.
exactly, because the things you're saying is absolutely correct.
Yeah. So this is, I think you have faced a couple of difficulties, but your willpower is so strong that you have overcome all these difficulties, and you have been today learn data science at least to the extent that you have cracked 3 4 companies interview, which is an for being a final year student, it's very good that you achieve these heights in the very early age of your career. So now let's proceed to round two. So in this video, in this round, in this part of session, I just like to have Arjya Basu, you have explained a little about your activities, how you came into data science domain. So can you throw a light about the projects that you have made till now, and how the projects has influenced your thoughts, like how you think extra for the any specific project, and what are the companies interview that you have been cracked, and how it was difficult for you when you were facing as a fresher.
Oh, you have asked a lot of questions in one question
Okay,
only.
let's frame
Okay,
it in one by one. First, let's just tell the viewers like how you fell in love with the projects of data science, and how many projects that you have made till now.
Okay. Projects, personal projects. If I say that I have worked on around 5 projects,
Okay.
if I can remember the name of the projects were first one was SMS classification, SMS spam classification.
Okay, fine.
Then it was a tomato leaf disease prediction.
Prediction.
Then it was yes. Then it was dog cat classification. Um, and there was other two like I cannot remember. Actually I forgot. But there were other two projects also. So I
Okay.
did all of those projects by my own.
You
I
made
took
heart
help.
disease also, right? I saw in your resume like heart disease.
Yeah, not heart disease, tomato leaf disease. I think
Okay,
heart
okay,
disease I have not done.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so these are some of my personal projects. I did it on my own, but I took help from Krishna's playlist. He usually he has covered a lot of projects in his live projects playlist. From the Kaggle, he took the dataset and he did. So I took a little bit of insights about the data, how to do it from there, and then modified. And the one thing that I had to look on, which was implementing end to end.
Okay,
End to
yeah.
end means from the collection of data from the Kaggle, the data collection part, up to deployment on a cloud server like Heroku, Google, Azure, whatever you want to do, you can do. I did it in Heroku because I did not have credit card options at that point of time. And in Google Cloud and Azure, yes, in Google Cloud and Azure, you need credit card to open an account. So I did not have that privilege. So I did that on Heroku. So this was
I
same.
also prefer Heroku for deployment, bro. Same
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
Okay.
I did there. So next, what was the question?
Uh, so this is the kind of approach that Arjya Basu has positively has. See, there is a kind note for the viewers is this guy has been already currently studying in engineering, but see the positive attitude that he has towards his projects, towards his exceptional skills and etc. Because he is also done a hard work of 2 years and now he is able to crack the interview. Then the viewers who are seeing this video can also crack because he and me are from belonging from tier 3 colleges and just the cause of interest that has driven us towards this learn this technology. And many people are saying no, data science is a hype. How can they claim that data science is a hype when people don't know the correct definitions of AI, ML, and DL? The people who say that AI is a hype or data science is a hype, you just simply go and ask them what is the difference between AI, ML, DL, or going to the precise, just ask them what is the difference between ML and DL. They will not be able to tell that, and they'll just say to the crowd that data science is a hype. So I'll just acknowledge the users to please look into Arjya Basu's hard work and take a inspiration from him, and you can also just become enough capable to take interviews in another companies. So Arjay Basu, my next question to you is, you have said about the this your skills that your projects you have already said. So what are the companies interview that you have cracked and how far it was difficult, tough to crack at the first attempt? Did you face any panic, although it was a virtual interview and all?
Okay, the first company that I remember was Exposed Data Labs.
Okay.
So they are usually they did not have a interview round. There I just submitted my resume. They liked it, and they directly gave me a project, which I can remember clustering problem. They gave
Okay.
me a data set where there was age, spending score, gender, all these informations of their customers, and they gave me that. I took that data, I pre-processed it, and I clustered it into separate groups, and whatever I thought that would be the best or optimal solution, I gave back it to them, and they liked it. They gave me they send me good wishes for my next journey, and they
Okay.
gave me certificate. So afterwards, after 1 month, which I
So
can
this was
remember,
your first company?
yes, Exposed Data
Okay.
Labs. That was my first internship.
Okay.
Okay, the next I went to Qzu, my second company, where I was referred by one of my seniors. His name is Abhishek Singh. Actually, we met a long time before that. When I was studying in INERON, I took a course from INERON. I did not complete it, but I took it from there. And during that time, I met with this guy. He's an excellent guy. He has learned a lot of things. Right now, he's also working with me, and he referred me to his company, the HR manager. He referred me, and I went there. I did the interview. I gave the interview to HR as well as the data science interview, and there I he really asked me a good questions regarding to as a fresher. He asked me regarding to the basics of machine learning, deep learning. He asked me the KNN algorithm to describe it. He asked me the working of CNN. He asked me. I did a project which was face recognition and
Okay.
smile recognition. So he asked me a good question. He asked me that Arjo, if you are right now you have done the project using a Harcasket XML files. Okay, if I remove that, if I remove the Harcasket XML files, how will you distinguish or discriminate between faces and non-faces? So I told him that if I got a data set which has faces and non-faces, then I can use CNN or any transfer learning techniques to classify between the faces and the non-faces. After that, he got impressed by that answer because by that time, usually after that, he asked about my projects, my details, and how did I do the projects, what algorithms I use in that projects, why I use them. Then he asked details of those algorithms, like how does decision tree work, like that, like those questions. And finally, he just asked me about some statistics questions, um, that like what is Gaussian distribution. Then he asked about some feature engineering questions, like how would I handle missing values, those type of questions. And
Okay.
I fortunately I was able to answer all those questions answer to those questions correctly, and I got the chance to work with him as well as Yuzu.
Okay. So it was a very nice gesture for you, and hopefully the users have got their answers respectively. And it was a couple of a very good interaction. And as again, Arjya Basu has given his best for answering the couple of questions that were displayed in the comment section of previous video. So yeah, now let's move on to round 3. So in this round, we are basically going to have a like Q&A session. Like previously, it was also questions, but this would be like more of technical. Like Arjun, you have already told regarding in your interview, you had a call from CNN architecture, right? You have told like CNN, ANN, DN, etc. So, can you just elaborate, like for a fresher, what would be your advice for studying deep learning, or first he should complete ML, or first he should complete computer vision? So, is there any sequence that you have framed for yourself while studying data science?
Okay, as a fresher, I will say that the first start with machine learning.
Okay.
The BC deep learning is nothing but a subset of machine learning. You also know that. I also know that. So
Yeah, yeah,
first
sure.
start machine learning. Start with machine learning. Complete all the algorithms, whatever. Either there are nearly 10, 15 algorithms. Complete all of them.
Can you name couple of them for it would be beneficial for our users?
Yeah, in machine learning there is linear regression, there is logistic regression, there is ridge regression. After that, and if you continue with there is SVM, all the classification, the regression algorithms. Then continue with the if you can then start study some recommendation system algorithms like the a priori, the eclet. Then after words come with NLP, come to NLP. There are some techniques you can find it in from Krishna's playlist to complete those things. And then ultimately after completing all these things, you can also study with feature engineering part,
Okay.
how to
Yeah.
handle missing values, how to those things, all those things, how to handle outliers, all those things. And after completing all these algorithms, all these techniques, then we can proceed to deep learning. Deep learning, we can study ANN, whatever the algorithms you are currently seeing in computer vision world. All those algorithms are derived from these three main algorithms, that is ANN, CNN, RNN.
Okay.
That's it.
So these form the basics of DL, right? Anybody would definitely know it.
Yes.
Okay. So my next question to you is, did you refer any research paper for studying any algorithms like for mathematics background, statistics background?
Actually, no, I didn't. Actually, personally, I don't like much. Yeah, recently I had to study some research papers, but during studying all this preparing for the interviews, I did not like studying research papers. I usually just followed all the video and the playlist of krishna excerpts, and if you study those things, you don't won't need such
Okay.
need such people like things. Yes.
So now, what kind of I mean, what's the last algorithm that you have worked with? Latest you have studied, like latest algorithm that you have studied.
Uh, YOLO, I had to study. Actually, I
Okay.
did not get a chance to study in depth of YOLO, but I had to
It's used
work
for
with
object
YOLO.
detection, right? Face detection and all.
Yes, 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 yes. Not face
Yeah.
detection, object detection. So
Okay.
I used that algorithm in my work, and that's the last algorithm
Okay.
I work now.
So it was again like, the kind of energy that basically people would have. What people would say is, like they start for a couple of months. They don't have consistency with the performance. Okay. So how far you were consistent while preparing for interviews?
Okay, that's a good question. Because थोड़ा कट कर देना ये वाला part, हाँ, ये खास रहा हूँ, ये वाला कट. Okay. Good question. That was really a good question, because there was at times where my consistency was not so great. I had, because I told you that I had to prepare for my college exams also. So in those times, and there I could not cope up with my data science into preparation as well as my college preparation, college exams preparation. So at those times the consistency broke. But the thing was that it was in my mind that I had to study. I had to study. I had to get all those. I had to study in depth all those algorithms which was required, because in company interviews, the worst thing that I can feel that you get an opportunity, you have an opportunity, but still you could not clear the interview. So I had those thoughts in the back of my mind. So as soon as my college exams or any distraction or any sort of distractions which came at the through in my life, after that those things got by, I decided to go back from where I left off. It took a 1 day or 2 day break, because the moment you think that today, okay, I will start from this day, it never happens that you will be on top of your productivity from that second only. That never happens.
Especially
Usually,
students
the
can't do.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So the first day usually the first day goes by to regain that focus. From the second day, I start
For
to
training our
continue.
mind, we can train data set, but for training our mind, we need a couple of days.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So I
Okay.
followed those things, and finally I got a chance to crack the interviews.
Okay. So, is what any daily schedule that you practice for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours you study daily for interview data science, apart from your
Right
college?
now, I don't. Actually, I have completed those playlists and the videos many times. So right now, I don't follow those schedules. But when if I talk about 1 year ago or 6 months ago, actually from the time of the lockdown, there was plenty of time to prepare. So normally did all my preparation during those 4 5 months. I just threw myself inside the field of data science, and I decided to study all the algorithms in depth, and that really helped me. It really helped me because by the time the lockdown ended, 1 or 2 months went by, the opportunities came up, and decided to pursue those opportunities, and I got the internships.
Okay. So, without wasting time, now let's proceed to round four. So, Arjya Basu, again, I will not bore you by asking a couple of questions more,
No,
as I
no,
have
no, it's
already
okay.
completed 90% questions asked by the user generally. In this session, in this round, I just want you to have a couple of advices given for our viewers, and especially for the younger, like first year, second year, third year students, or who just want to prepare for data science. So, what projects you will suggest as a beginner they should do, and what are the steps that you want, at least you can advise as a now as you know data science, to learn data science, how
Okay,
far you can incorporate the skills?
okay. For a fresher or someone who is in college, I will say that there are start with the basics. Make your basics very strong, because in companies, as a fresher, they won't expect that you will create the next Tesla. You will not. They don't expect these things from you. They want your basics to be very very good, because that is the main thing they want from a fresher. If you complete, if you are have become very good in your basics, then start with projects, and keep in mind that you have to do those projects from end to end, because that's the thing they want. As a fresher, projects are nothing else that, because just nothing else but showing your skills to the recruiters that you know something. You have written that I know machine learning, I know deep learning, but what is that proof? Because anybody can write that. The proof is that by creating those projects, by doing all the life cycles of a data science project, that thing proves that yes, you know what you are writing, you know these things, and tomorrow if the company wants you to do that project, you will be able to do that project, at least 50% of the project. Afterwards, they will provide you help. It is not like that the company need that they are hiring you, they won't give you any help. They will help you, but they want you to be capable of doing the project. That's the
Okay.
thing. That's the thing. So I will tell your viewers to do this, to follow these things, and just go in the interview chilling, because they won't ask you very difficult questions. They just will ask you the things about your projects, what project you did, how you did it,
Can
all
you
algorithms.
recommend some kind of project for beginners?
Okay.
Recommend
So
projects.
any Kaggle project, if you they want, they can do it. There is no like you have to modify your own project. You will create your own innovative ideas. Not like that. So I just any Kaggle project will work. And if someone is trying to do any innovative kind of project, then he or she is most welcomed, because those things also matter. I have not done. I usually I have not put that kind of efforts in doing my projects. I usually took a data set from the Kaggle, because data set is a big problem. Because in companies you don't feel that problem, because in companies there are sources who provide you data. But if you are currently doing a project in an innovative idea, you may not get that data, and that won't make you make the feasible doing that project. So that is the main thing.
Okay. So this is kind of a very great session. Like and this is one of the most awaited videos in the channel, and I was personally pinging him frequently. But today we got a chance to have a session. And for viewers, there is a bonus. Like I will drop his resume in the description box. So, Arjya Basu, just share your resume to me, and I'll just
Sure.
share it in the description box so that many people could take a copy and they just have a look over at your resume, and they'll get an idea how to build projects and how to do end-to-end deployment also.
Sure.
So, my last question to you is, you have said about end-to-end deployment, right? So, is that end-to-end deployment important, or can be only done in cloud, or it can be run in local host? That people know running in local host, but recruiters which who prefer which one, like running in local host or deployment in cloud?
Cloud. Because see,
Okay.
when you run it in your local host, nobody is able to know that. Yeah, there are scenarios where, like for example, in deep learning projects, I did not know how to deploy it in the cloud, because deep learning projects are not that much similar with respect to those with machine learning. So what
Okay.
I did something, what you can say, Juaru technique. I did that. I took a video out of it when I deployed it in my local host. I took a video out of it and I posted it on LinkedIn. And when I posted on LinkedIn, I took the link of that post and I pasted it onto my resume, so that any deep learning project that I did, the recruiter clicks on that link, he will straight go to the link, my LinkedIn, my profile, and that post, and he will see that how did that project work. And in case of machine learning, yes, it is very important to put it on the cloud, because that makes the recruiter feel confident that whoever he's about to call, whoever that person is, he has done he has done it, and posted that and that uploaded it on cloud. So in future, if the company wants that person to upload a project of the companies into the cloud on the Azure, that person can do it. He
Okay.
has experience. His thing
Okay.
counts, buddy.
Okay. So deployment in cloud is easy, in which Heroku, as you have already mentioned. Apart from Heroku, any of the cloud you have deployed in your projects? Any projects?
I have not, because I told you the problem. I had not, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
sure,
how
sure.
to deploy it in cloud. I know how to deploy it in Azure. So,
Okay.
though these things I know, and did not get a chance to actually do upload the company's projects into those clouds.
Okay, okay, sure,
Whenever
sure,
I will
sure.
get a chance,
Yeah,
I will do it.
yeah. Definitely you will do it. You have deployed in cloud, so definitely you have enough experience, you have knowledge, you can do it. So it was a great aspirant, great aspirant Arjya Basu. It was having I had a very immense pleasure to you came in our channel and you have from your busy schedule you have taken time to just have a mock session here with us, and it would be great helpful for the viewers. So that's all for this video. So let's wind up this video here, and hopefully you had enjoyed the session with Arjya Basu, and I will convince him if, regarding the views. I will convince him for the further sessions, and regarding he can take further sessions and tips also for our viewers. So subscriber would be definitely great support also for coming up in our channel.
The in part is the most important.